He opened the door and there was this frightened man standing and yelling, "There's a fire! There's a fire! Your salon was already burnt down!" I heard my mom crying out loud, and I saw my dad slumping slowly like a melting candle. I was a child then, and all I did was to observe and contain myself in silence. After several years, my mother told us that our dad will be going to Saudi Arabia for work. I didn't even know where Saudi Arabia was that time, so I just simply said, "It's okay." On the day that my father was leaving, I could feel my mom's sadness through her face, which had never happened every time my dad was leaving for work. And our dad hugged us so tight, and he whispered, "Take care of yourselves and take care of your mom. I will be back soon." From the day my father left us, I was waiting for him every single day. And whenever I asked my mom why my father was not coming home yet, she would just tell me, "Your dad is working in Saudi Arabia and it's a very far place." Time flew so fast and I got tired of waiting. There were school events that required both parents to come, but I could only see my mom in the crowd watching and supporting me. There were times that my classmates would ask me, "Dennis, why we couldn't see your father?" And I would just tell them, "Well, my father is working in Saudi Arabia and it's a very far place." How many times I envied my friends whenever I saw them with their dads. And how many times I wanted to share my life experiences with my dad. But he wasn't there for me. Yes, he was visiting us once every year, but it would only last for a month. And every time he was leaving us again, I could always feel the agonizing pain of losing a father. I felt that there was something missing in my life. That's why I told myself, when I have my own family, I will never leave them, and I will never go to Saudi Arabia. After several years, I graduated from college. And my dad showed up, and he told me, "Son, I'm so proud of you, and from now on, I will stay with you for good." From the day he stayed with us, I felt that he's like a stranger, that we always have a guest in the house. After several years, I got married, and we were blessed with 2 wonderful children. I got a job who could hardly pay off the bills, and we live a simple life, trying to make both ends meet. One day I talked with my wife. You know, every time I see my children, I feel guilty because I couldn't give them the kind of life I had when I was growing up. And then my wife said, "Dennis, why don't you work abroad like what your father did?" Are you kidding me? "Dennis, you will do this not for yourself, not for me. You will do this for our children." Yes, probably my wife was right. So even if I was hesitant, I tried searching for a job abroad. And one day my phone rang. Ring, ring, ring. "Hello, is this Mr. Dennis Suba?" "Yes, sir, how may I help you?" "You were shortlisted and soon you will go to Saudi Arabia." On the day that I was leaving, I was gathering all my strengths to keep my tears from falling. I could hear my heart beating so fast, and I could feel my hands starting to numb. I hugged my children so tight, and I whispered to their little ears exactly the same words that my father told me when he left us. "Take care of yourselves and take care of your mom. I will be back soon." As I walked away and turned my back, I could still hear their goodbyes slowly vanishing in the air. And there was one thing I realized. Is this the same feelings that my father had when he left us? This is 10 times more excruciating than what I had felt that time. And you know, before I boarded the plane, I called my dad. "Dad, I'm going to Saudi Arabia now. Please take care of my family. And thank you for all the sacrifices that you have done for us." My dear friends, sometimes we are blinded with our own emotions, that we tend to forget the sacrifices that other people are doing for us. Let us be more sensitive and appreciative. And for those overseas workers here, you are truly the Lone Star of your children. And I salute you for all the sacrifices you are doing for your family and for the selfless love that you are giving to them. Thank you very much, and back to you, Dulce.